Okay.
I see where y'all heads at.
Go ahead.
May I? Thank you.
Go ahead.
For you guys, I just was wondering, let's say that she gets there and she does tell you the vibes are off. Like, what is your best case scenario? Are you wanting her to kind of go through with it and like uphold her end of the bargain? Is that like feel sexy for you, knowing that she's like not into it but going to do it anyways, just to like fulfill her obligation? Or would you send her back, or would you tell her to go catch an Uber? Like where do you guys fall? Like, what is your best outcome if she gets there and she's like the vibes are off?
It's called
Is this for them?
Yeah, for the guys. I'm curious.
What do you want to give your take and then I can give mine?
So yeah, things happen where like the vibe isn't there, which hardly ever happens. But if it's not there, then I think on some level, respectfully, we could part ways.
What level?
Because time is money, money's time.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, there was somebody else there to pick up her slack.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's how it goes.
But then you end up spending another, but then the next female that you bring in to replace what she didn't do, you're losing twice.
No, the next female is in town. So
She's
in town.
She's close by.
Relax, nigga, she's in town.
Yeah, she's like 2 blocks away.
So normally you would wanna you wanna like screen this out, like make sure that she's DTF, preferably it's a girl you've met before, and you obviously, well, I call it sexual screening. But for some odd reason, if she were to show up and like she doesn't want to do it, then I kick her out, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah. Like
really?
Like I'm not gonna sit here.
For you.
Now, with that said, like normally,
but if you don't want to have sex with me, and the vibes are off. Why do you want to stay in my place?
Hold on, ladies. I would go like first. Obviously, like I set up like an activity, like go get something to eat or whatever, and get to hang out or whatever.
Yeah.
But
he
I mean,
says activity and not date.
Yeah, because I'm always hungry anyway, so whatever, right? But yeah, if she don't want to smash, bro, like I'm like, all right, cool, no problem, and I just kick her out, man. Like, all right, you got to go though. Like, man, I kick girls out for being on their period. Like, I don't give a fuck, man.
Really?
Oh boy.
Just lay down the towel. It's not that.
Nah,
Misogyny.
I feel like that's demonic.
You know when girls are like, I'm bleeding, but I'm not bleeding.
That's fine.
When you say that, it's because of who you are.
My thing is, I
You can't
don't.
just let any man hit when you bleeding like that.
Guys, it's got to be one at a time. When it's very annoying for the audience when we all speak over each other. But yeah, I don't like blood. So for me, no. And if a girl doesn't want to have sex, I'll be like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to play this game with you. Just leave. Because it's. How do I say this bluntly? Nicely.
I have to get confirmation.
I'm just gonna say it bluntly. Like, men really only hang out with women for like one main reason. Like, men want sexual access, man. Like, women are not as interesting and as cool and as like deep as they think they are. Like, you guys are relatively boring and very similar in the way that you guys view the world a lot of the times. Are there girls that that are cooler than others? Of course.
Me.
But in general, incredible. But in general, like, if a girl doesn't offer a man sexual access, they're pretty much fucking useless, bro. To be honest with y'all. And here's the thing too. Like, I've come to realize, a girl can't fully give herself to you, and you can't get the best treatment and get the best side of her unless she gives herself to you sexually. Because like, if you've ever been friend zoned, right, by a girl, then you'll know. It's like you're doing your part, giving her boyfriend energy, giving her relationship advice, talking to her, giving her attention. She's getting all the benefits without giving you sex, and you're not getting the best out of her. So it's kind of a waste. So if you're not fucking a girl, you effectively can't get the best out of the girl because women can only serve one master. She talked about this earlier when she said that if a man has sex with another girl, he can still love his girl. Yeah, because for us, sex is just a physical thing. But for women need to give you their body physically, and they also need to give you their mind for you to get the best of them. And if you're not getting her body, that's her biggest tool set. That's her biggest gift. There's a reason why the makeup industry has existed and is $1 billion industry. Women understand that their sexuality is their primary agency. And if you're not getting her sexuality, you cannot get the best out of her.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
A lot of women can have sex and not get emotionally attached. So she can have sex with you and still not respect you, still treat you like shit.
Of course, but those are women you don't want to. Those are women you don't want to take seriously.
Yeah,
I can't
At that point, she's like already been.
Yeah, she's been desensitized.
Yeah,
you notice that a lot with girls that are like hardcore porn stars. Like, they're desensitized to it, so they're able to have sex without emotion. These are women you don't want to commit to.
Away.
Because I've met
your soul out of you.
But listen, I've met men that treats certain women the same because they've experienced.
Put your hand down, please. Thank you.
We'll get you next. Don't worry. I saw you. You were saying?
They've experienced a woman that doesn't care for sex and just does it for fun. So they meet another woman and think it's the same, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, every girl, there's varying degrees of how much value women put on sex.
Because some women just do it to do it like an activity, like a man.
For sure.
I don't think that's okay. Because then a man will.
What? Like, why
That's
don't
her
you
life.
think that's okay?
Yeah, why is that? That's her life.
What's okay about
Sister.
it?
What's not okay about it?
Yeah, what's
like
not okay about
a
it?
girl seeing sex as like whatever.
Yeah, tell us.
I'm sorry, I don't want to speak on this topic because I know a lot of women are like that.
Oh.
Anybody want to do the podcast right now? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Finish it.
I'm so sorry.
Sex
Why are you
sport.
scared?
That's the reason why. That's another reason why men treat women the way they do because of this exact reason.
Why are you scared though?
Because I don't want to offend women, and I'm also a hairstylist.
Yo,
You attacked her.
I'm sorry.
Stand on business.
I'm respectful. I'm respectful.
Talk your shit.
I'm very respectful.
Yeah.
I don't want to offend
Hey.
nobody.
I'm not. Nobody's offended.
I'll say it. She's slut shaming me a bit.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yo,
said,
there's nothing wrong with saying
Put the
like.
brakes on
No,
it,
because
reverse.
women complain about how men treat women, but this is the exact same reason why.
Okay.
They did it before that
But
was
all
a common
women are not the
thing.
same.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Huge
All right.
bias when
I
it
see your
comes to
perspective.
that,
I agree with
though.
You're saying a man's treatment is is correlated with how the woman behaves.
Yes, I look at
Okay.
sex very personal.
Okay. All right.
Well, I know a girl that gave her man her kidney and he still cheated on her.
That's fine. I don't care what situation was what. I still look at sex very personal.
cheat. It don't matter. She
exactly.
just helped him live
They're-
longer.
like, just like you guys said, he will love her,
Yeah.
cherish her. He doesn't want to be with, like she said, her man's a porn star. My
Because
baby,
I know a lot of celebrities that had cheated on their girl, but still love their girl
Stop
right
talking
now.
Exactly.
too.
Get back to her, bro.
Okay.
But that's what I'm
It's very
saying.
clear.
How
All
is he
right.
gonna take you seriously when he's doing that, though?
All right. So, was that what you wanted to say earlier when you had your hand up?
No, I was
Sure.
asking
Go ahead.
though, like, do you guys not have girlfriends though? If you're
Very.
saying that you
Female
don't have and you can't get all from a female if you're not having
Very.
sex with, are you saying now that you don't have girls as friends? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, platonic female friends? Absolutely not. No.
You don't at
No.
all?
No. And there's a very, I guess, logically sound reason for that.
Misogyny.
Women are fairly useless as friends, to be honest with you.
Really?
They're fairly useless. Yeah. Anything that they could provide, I can get from a guy, and it's going to be better. So I'll give you an example, right?
Pause.
During the course of this conversation, when I asked you guys, put yourself in the man's shoe, what did you guys immediately all do? Oh, I'm a baller, or I got money, blah, blah, blah. You automatically assume that you are a higher status individual.
I didn't do
I
that.
didn't do
Hold on.
that.
I didn't do that.
Hold on, you might
I
have not,
agree.
but women almost always do this when we do this exercise. We've done this more than once. So they always assume that they're attractive. They always assume they're tall. They always assume that they have money. And the reason for that is because most women don't understand the male experience whatsoever. You might a little bit if you have a brother, but in general, most women are very unaware of it. And most men are invisible. So my thing is, I'd rather be friends with and confide and discuss topics with someone who also has dealt with the same trials and tribulations, right? That will understand my perspective. Most women don't. So what ends up happening a lot of times when you have female friends is you end up being her emotional tampon. You end up being her solution provider. You end up being her masculine energy. You end up being a lot of boyfriend traits to that girl, inevitably, because it's just a male instinct, right? They've done this too. Why did women not be allowed in the military infantry for so long? Because men have a natural provider, protector instinct. When a woman is, getting attacked in combat or whatever, men are going to spring to action to try to help her and compromise the unit. So this is why women have been kept out of infantry and combat position for so long. So I say all that to say this. If you end up as a friend with a female, you're inevitably going to take on boyfriend traits, whether you want to or not, naturally. But on her end, she's not necessarily obligated to give you any type of sexual access. So what's happening is it's a one-sided relationship, which a lot of girls that are, put guys in a friend zone, they're able to benefit and get the benefits without the guy getting what he wants.
She knows.
Right? And a lot of you guys, all of you guys right now probably have at least one or two guys that's in the friend zone that would hook up with you in an instant if you called them, but you would never hook up with them. But you're still able to siphon off benefit from them. Men, we don't get it that way. So I look at it like, okay, from a logically sound perspective, why am I going to be friends with a female when I know for a fact I'm not going to get any type of reciprocation? And then on top of that, it's someone that can't identify with my masculine problems. It's a L for me altogether.
Perfect.
And
That's why.
another reason why men don't want their girlfriend or wives with the boy best friend.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
I understand.
They're
That's
just
precisely
entertaining
why.
the thought of them. They're thinking in their minds constantly about having sex with you. And
Yeah.
even if you hang out with them and you don't think that it's, you think it's innocent, you're still entertaining those thoughts, which is like cheating.
Yeah. So, so from like a logically sound perspective, that's why I think it's a waste of time 99% of the time to be friends with women. Now, are there exceptions? Of course. I got a friend out in Vegas, Michael Sartain. He's friends with a bunch of females, right? But he's able to leverage being friends with them to get him into certain social situations, right? To get invited to parties, have events, etc. So he's able to, or meet other women, right? Because they serve as social proof. But most guys can't pull this off properly. Most guys end up in the shit end of the stick where they're giving all this boyfriend energy and they're not getting what they want in return. Yeah. And that's what will happen if you're not aware of what's going on. So,
because you know it's true.
That's why I think it's to answer your question. That's why I don't think it's plausible for most men to be friends with women.
Don't answer a question you don't want the answer to.
I don't know, because I honestly, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something? Sure.
I honestly feel like
Merch.
when I see men with their sisters, like their blood sisters,
that's different.
I understand that, but having that female perspective in their lives has helped a lot of them. No, because I feel like personally, what a woman brings to the table is nurture.
Well, let me ask you this: what female perspective would they get that's valuable specifically?
Nurturing, anything to do with how he wants to take care of his kids.
But from the perspective of a man who wasn't raised, he doesn't know how. He'd be like, "Look, I don't know why she acting this way. I just need it. Maybe you can talk to me, open my eyes. You've known me for years. What is it that I can do to make her feel safer?"
And I mean, if it's a burden for men to take on the boyfriend responsibilities in male and female friendships, set boundaries.
Right. Know your place as a friend.
Know your place. Say, if we're gonna go out and you're my friend, split the bill. You're my friend,
not
right?
Split the bill, you don't
want to give me pussy.
Most women are not okay with that. Let's keep it 1,000.
But like I said,
they're not okay with
that.
But
I'm going out with my friend.
That's like your friend. If I go out with my male friend, I'm expecting to split that bill.
Especially if you're dating somebody, you should definitely be like, oh yeah, I'm going with my guy friend, and that guy should definitely offer to pay.
Do you have guy friends right now?
Yeah.
That you hang out with?
Not regularly, but I do hang out with them.
I also don't hang out with anybody every day.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not regularly. Every single week.
This podcast is making my head hurt by seeing the way people think.
What do you mean?
Like what?
The way people think is like irritating me right now.
Tell me.
People are
what don't you agree with?
Yo, tell them how it is.
Yeah.
Tell them what's up.
Because I have a dad and like he explains a lot to me. Well, I don't know.
Which is what we want to know.
Yeah, like what?
I mean, you can't just make.
I also feel like
roast them.
No, I'm not. I'm roasting nobody. Please don't take nobody.
No.
I don't know nobody's personal life, even if you explained it on the podcast. I feel like having male
friends.
Male figures in your life, like a father, grandfather, brother, big brother,
uncle.
If you have that in your life, you'd understand.
Oh, she's gonna.
What we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what? No, I really want her to actually say her point without anybody pitching into finish her sentence.
That's the reason why some men think that all women are sluts or come into a girl profile like Instagram or anything, look at her a certain type of way. Sorry. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's not like that.
What is it like?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, but we can't let her. No, we cannot let her make a statement and generalize it and not explain it. What happened is back up a minute.
This is the reason why right now.
Okay, look. I'll read. Hold on, stop.
This is why. Listen, this is why a male. Well, how can I say it?
Perspective.
A male figure is very important in a woman's life.
Okay, so what she's trying to get at. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. Because remember, we talked about, you said, well, you should have a female friend for a female perspective, correct? Mm-hmm. And then your argument was for nurturing.
Right.
For nurturing. What I would argue is that it's not a man's job to be a nurturer. I would argue as a father, your job is to tell your daughter or your son how the world really works, right? To be the disciplinarian and kind of be the front line for you, to keep your kid from becoming a fuck up. It's the mom's job to nurture. Mm-hmm. Your job is to be the disciplinarian and let your kid know that there's consequences for doing things wrong. This is why, single mother households fail so much.
Because I live with my dad and my little brother, so most of the things the women are saying is like kind of irritating me right now. Listen,
I can understand her perspective.
No, I am a support all women. I am a support all women's girl. I'm a girl's girl.
No, she misogynist, bro.
No, I'm not. Because I'm very close to my mom as well.
Okay.
Okay, but my social media people probably think
Who hurt you?
nobody hurt me.
No, like, honestly, I'm not. What my thing is though. I
She
don't mean
agrees
to
with our
cut-
perspectives,
I
and
don't- I
she's
don't-
confused as to why you guys don't see our side. But I get where you're. Is that what you're trying to say? Because I've been watching her when I speak, and she nods with a lot of things I say, and then and she doesn't understand that
And
you
I
guys can't
also,
grasp
I'm
some of the things we
sorry.
say.
A lot of people be like, about this podcast that the guys are bad people or they're mean or aggressive, disrespectful. But it's only because some of the things they are saying is right. It's just the way that they say it that offends the women.
All right, W.
See, I can relate
Yeah,
to you.
personally,
You're trying
I'm
to
not
say it
seeing the issue.
with full
Like,
vigor.
I'm sorry again, girls on here. I love you, girls.
Okay. That's cool.
It's okay. We love you too.
Yeah, we
Book
do.
with me.
Yeah,
All
I know that's
Jerry,
right.
No, I'm talking.
But going back, so yeah, I see because you made the argument about the nurturing. I don't think it's valid. I think you're better off as a guy just having guy friends versus having female friends. Even when it comes, because a lot of girls make the argument, oh well, I could tell you like how to get girls. I don't think women are really good at attracting other women in general. And I'll explain because I know she might say, well, I disagree. I have a girlfriend.
Wait a minute.
What I mean by that is
As a
women,
man.
women are not good at attracting women as a male.
man.
Because attracting a woman as a woman is completely different. She said earlier, and I made sure to ask this, are you 50-50 in your partnership, or in your relationship? And you said yes. But I guarantee, if you were a dude and you were with that woman and she was heterosexual, she would not be okay with going 50-50 with you. She would expect you to be the predominant breadwinner. What I've realized is this, and I love asking, girls that are bisexual this question.
I'm sorry. Oh, keep talking.
Girls that are bisexual, right? If they date both men and women, I ask them, well, what are your standards when you date a man versus dating a woman? They're okay with being equal and 50-50 with a woman, but they are not okay with being 50-50 with a man.
Actually,
wouldn't
I
be
don't.
Most of the time.
with a
But that's not
woman.
my experience.
What's not your experience?
Well, I actually do really like masculinity and like the femininity, like that polarity and a dynamic.
Yeah.
And I find that still is present in my relationship with my girlfriend. Like I definitely have the more masculine energy and she has the more feminine energy.
Yeah.
And like I would like to make more money and I would like to take care of my girlfriend and I'm trying to do that. So I do understand. And then like with men, the men that I
But
date.
it's not obligatory is my point.
Kind of it is though. Like you can't
She
have
ain't gonna
like,
leave you if you continue to be 50-50 for a little bit longer. She won't
no,
leave you.
she would never leave me. We
That's
love
the
each
point.
other very
That's my
much.
point.
Yeah, that's
But,
But as a guy,
but the burner performance would be extremely higher if you were a man.
Yeah.
She would expect you to pay
I
a majority of the
understand.
bills.
Yeah, I understand.
Versus she'll let it slide since you're a woman. So what I've realized is like the standards are different for even for bisexual women. They hold the men to a way higher standard that they date than the women that they date.
I'm bisexual and I hold my men and my women to the same level.
Likewise.
You going 50-50 with dudes?
I'll go 50-50 with a man.
You go 50-50 with your guy right now?
I've been gone 50-50 with
And
a
a
man.
lot of men will use
And
take
where's he
advantage
now?
of that
And
and
where
save
those
their
are-
money and
Wait,
go get a
stop,
girl
stop.
they really want.
Where's he now?
Ask him why one woman who held up his end of the bargain when he had no job, ask him why that wasn't enough for him.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
I would
not my
not
problem.
go
Not my
monkey, not my
50-50 with a
circus.
man,
No, it was your
nor with a
problem.
woman.
But guess what? Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not my monkey, not my circus. But she definitely didn't hold him down when he had nothing.
Hold on.
And he will use
Hold
that
on.
and go get a woman he really want. He will save all his money.
Thank you.
But the
Thank
woman you really want is not
Yo,
gonna
you
do
spit.
for you
spit,
what you
nigga.
really need.
Nigga, you spit.
And he will treat that woman the way he was supposed to treat you.
Tell her, sister.
Where the pop
And then they
pop
get away. I read the comment. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to be reading that, but they said they are paying me to be on their side.
And every female girlfriend I've ever had go 50-50 with me too. No ifs, ands, or buts. No
That's why-
bums.
that's
I'll
why-
carry you when
that's
you need to be
why-
carried just like I expect
That's why you keep getting finessed.
reciprocation.
That's why.
They said
Yeah,
I'm getting
but
paid
wouldn't it be
to
fair to
be
say
on.
that since the relationship didn't last,
Logic is
that
logic.
doesn't really work? Because you're saying, oh, well, I go 50-50, but all your 50-50 relationships haven't lasted. So wouldn't it be fair to say
I don't think there's
doesn't
anything wrong with accepting reciprocation. Like I may not always be able to give 50-50 financially,
That's my
But
point.
when I
Hold on.
can-
Whoa.
when I can-
Whoa. That's precisely my point, though.
Exactly.
but
There's a
I'm saying
financial.
like because sometimes you start at the bottom, right? You're not always at the top. When I can do 50-50 with you
You're
on
moving the
bills,
goalpost. With all due
cool,
respect,
great,
you're
but
moving
when you
the
cannot,
goalpost.
I'll
You're
pick up the
moving
slack.
the goalpost.
goalpost,
The
so he
literal
says.
argument I'm making is that women typically don't fare well when they're going 50-50 with a man.
Right.
Can they do it? Are they capable? Of course. But is she going to suck your dick with the same ferocity? No.
Nope.
Is she going to submit to you the same way? No. Are you going to get sex all the time like you want? No.
She will argue with
So
you.
was she going? Yes, she's going to be more
Nah.
masculine. She's going to be more tired. She's going to be more likely to challenge your authority.
That's why the man is supposed to be.
But when you
And
date
that
women,
same
you
woman,
look for
listen, that same
femininity.
woman that was
When you date
providing for that
men-
broke man going 50-50 with him, he's gonna leave you eventually. You're gonna be like, I did so much for him. I did so much for him.
And he gonna still cheat on your ass.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, but my thing is though, you're basically having a roommate that you have sex with. What if you're dating a woman when you're dating a woman? No, but hold on. When you date a woman, you're attracted to their femininity, right?
And all that.
And when you're dating a man, you're attracted to their masculinity. That's two different things.
What if
I
you
have to
date
disagree.
dykes?
Not all women.
If you do not make a man feel like a man, you will
to not
go
use
get
any
a woman
terms
that
that
makes
make
him feel
anybody
like a
feel any
man.
type of way. I not all women who are not straight are feminine,
Right.
and not all men who are not straight are feminine. I have siblings. I have siblings, step siblings, half siblings, friends who are gay, bisexual, XYZ. Some of them are feminine, some of them are masculine. I don't mind wearing cargo pants and Jordans, but I also like looking nice in this cute ass little dress. So I'm telling you right now,
But
I don't search for masculine or feminine. If I feel like we vibe and we get along, and you
Just search
you
for
have your soul has something to offer. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. Just say it. You don't know what you want.
I've dated women in
You don't know
dresses.
what you
I've
want.
dated women in pants. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not literally. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well,
I think there's a big disconnect here, though.
I mean, with all the
hold
polyamorous
on,
stuff.
stop. There's a big disconnect here because you're saying like, oh, well, I'm not always a feminine woman, etc. That's cool. We live in a society where women don't necessarily have to be ladies, and men will accept you. However, you are not going to date a guy that wears heels on Saturdays. Stop it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. Like men have a tolerance.
That could be her preference.
No, she won't do it.
I
Men have a
dated a
tolerance
contractor.
for women being masculine to a degree, but women have zero tolerance for a man being super feminine, especially overtly, dressing like a woman, behaving like a woman, etc.
Zero tolerance.
Like they're not going to do it.
If you're not bisexual, I wouldn't want you to be super feminine.
I agree with your
If
statement.
you're,
I agree with your
they're
statement.
like, oh yeah,
no.
I'm straight.
Let's go back a step.
straight women don't want to date bisexual men.
You wouldn't even give a bisexual nigga a chance. Come on, man.
I would,
That's
because I'm
straight
bisexual.
women.
I wouldn't
Straight
posit.
women will
I
not
wouldn't
date
posit.
bisexual men.
I have been with a bisexual
Not
man.
a cap. I wouldn't posit.
Wait, hold on. You would mess with a guy that's bisexual?
Right.
I'm not a
Yeah.
cheater,
You're
but
bisexual. I don't think
Wait,
you would be with me.
Wait, hold on.
He's
that bisexual man will go cheat on you, the man you cheat on him with.
That's
because-
good, man.
This nigga is sucking dick, getting dick in the butt,
Listen,
fucking you.
I'm not a
You're cool with
cheater.
that?
I'm positive he's staying with me, but yeah, I'm cool with that.
You could
Yeah,
look at
me
him
too.
and feel like
Remember-
you're looking
keep
at
in
your
mind-
man.
keep in
You can't even
mind-
bring your brothers around.
She lost her virginity to the guy that she's with. She's never been with a
keep
dude
in
like that.
mind, I've never
She's
been with any
inexperienced.
other man. Sorry.
I
She's
feel
unaware.
like you can
And she's their
still
friends.
you can
But
still be
still,
monogamous regardless of your sexuality.
How old are you?
If it's understood that you're both being
Yeah.
monogamous,
No.
with each other,
You're missing.
doesn't
You're
matter
missing
what your
the point.
sexuality
You're
is.
missing the point. I'm saying that men behaving like women or cross-dressing or whatever is almost never going to be accepted by a female, whereas a man will accept a woman that wears cargo pants or Jordans, as you put it earlier. Does that make sense? So there's a level of tolerance for female masculinity, but there's no tolerance for male femininity, like overtly.
You got a point?
Yeah.
I feel like mindset wise, I'm 19, so when I meet girls that's older than me with a mindset of a 16-year-old, it triggers the fuck out of me.
You think I have a mindset of
No,
a 16-year-old?
I'm
Okay.
saying like in general, especially on the internet.
From my age earlier.
Especially on the internet.
Somebody else has something. We got a video to play.
Point, yeah.
Yeah, somebody else has
Then
something.
we have to read.
I didn't
No?
necessarily have a point. I was just saying
Oh.
that I could never date a bisexual man ever.
What?
Like I could not look at him as my man, and I want to feel dominated by my man. I want pure,
He can still dominate
intense
you.
masculine energy. I
Not
want
when you sucking
complete
dick with me.
control in my relationship. I
Yes.
need to be controlled.
Yes.
I could not
We've
have a
both been
feminine
on our
man
knees.
telling me what to
But
do.
just because
What
he's
makes you
bisexual
think-
doesn't make him
What
feminine.
makes you
Those are
think
different
he's
things.
doing-
Never
What makes you
dominate
think
me.
he's not bending
Those are
the
different
guy
things.
over? What makes
So
you
he
think
doing
that's
the bending makes it
over?
better?
Yeah, but what makes you think he's doing the bending
You're
over?
right now.
top/bottom agreement
You want
stance.
the
I get where
answer?
she's
What if
coming
it's the
from.
You want the
top?
answer? It's because he's gay.
What?
No,
I feel like it's hard for a man.
How can he be bisexual? But
All right. Okay, just
My fucking head. Y'all have a pill or something?
we'll do this real quick.
I'm sorry.
How many ladies at the table would date a bisexual man?
Me.
Only
Love
one,
it.
two, and three.
What kind of questions?
I got one word for you guys on
All right,
panel.
so three. All right.
AIDS. All right, let's move on.